In the NFL, players may make the headlines, but it's the coaches who shape dynasties. Behind every Lombardi trophy, every iconic play, every revolution in offense or defense, there's a mastermind pulling the strings. Today, we're diving deep into the top 5 NFL coaches of all time. We're talking about the legends who not only racked up wins and championships, but also changed the game itself. From innovators who built unstoppable offenses to defensive wizards who created blueprints still used today, these coaches left fingerprints on every era of football. Stick around, because number 1 might just be the single most important figure in the history of the sport. Coming in at number 5 is Bill Walsh. When you think of offensive revolution, you think of Bill Walsh, the father of the West Coast offense. Walsh inherited a 2-14 San Francisco team in 1979. Just 3 years later, he led them to a Super Bowl 16 victory, the franchise's first championship. Over the next decade, he built a dynasty, winning 3 Super Bowls in the 1980s. But Walsh's impact was bigger than rings. His West Coast offense emphasized short, precise passes as an extension of the run game. This completely changed how defenses had to prepare, and it unlocked the potential of Joe Montana, who became one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever. Under Walsh, the 49ers led the NFL in passing efficiency multiple times, and his coaching tree is arguably the greatest in league history, spawning legends like Mike Holmgren, George Seifert, Dennis Green, and Andy Reid. Bill Walsh wasn't just a winner, he was an architect who rewrote the blueprint for offensive football. Before Walsh, and coming in at number 4, there was Paul Brown, the man many call the father of modern football. Coaching from the 1940s through the 1970s, Brown introduced concepts that every NFL team still uses today. With the Cleveland Browns, he won 7 championships in the AAFC and NFL combined, including 3 NFL titles in the 1950s. He posted a career record of 166 wins, 91 losses, and 6 ties in the NFL, and his teams dominated so consistently that the Browns reached the championship game 10 straight years from Nitten 36 till Nitten 55. But Brown's innovations are his legacy. He invented the playbook system, introduced the practice squad, was the first to hire full-time assistant coaches, and even pioneered the use of film study to scout opponents. Later, as the founder of the Cincinnati Bengals, he introduced the idea of the radio helmet receiver for quarterbacks, decades before it became the norm. Every sideline, every film session, every laminated play sheet traces back to Paul Brown. He wasn't just a coach. He was the sport's first true scientist. At number 3, we have the man who defined an era, Bill Belichick. Belichick's head coaching career began rocky in Cleveland, but when he took over the Patriots in 2000, he built the greatest 2-decade run the NFL has ever seen. With Tom Brady at quarterback, Belichick won 6 Super Bowls, appeared in 9, and secured 17 AFC East Division titles. His career record, 302 regular season wins and 31 playoff victories, the most in NFL history. Belichick was a defensive genius. His game plans in Super Bowls are legendary, like holding the explosive 2001 Rams' greatest show on turf to just 17 points. His ability to adjust from week to week, often reinventing his team's identity, made the Patriots nearly impossible to prepare for. Beyond the stats, Belichick's coaching tree is vast, and his reputation for discipline, preparation, and situational mastery, like his mastery of clock management, made him the gold standard for modern coaching. Love him or hate him, Belichick turned the Patriots into a dynasty that redefined sustained excellence. You can't tell the story of the NFL without Vince Lombardi. In fact, the Super Bowl trophy itself bears his name. Coming in at number 2 of the greatest coaches is none other than Vince Lombardi. When Lombardi took over the Packers in 1959, Green Bay had been a losing franchise for a decade. In just 1 season, he turned them into contenders. By the time he left, the Packers were a dynasty. Lombardi won 5 championships in 7 years, including the first 2 Super Bowls. His postseason record? A jaw-dropping 9-1, one of the best in league history. But what made Lombardi legendary wasn't just his record, it was his philosophy. His famous quote, "Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing," summed up his relentless pursuit of perfection. His power sweep became one of the most iconic plays in football, executed with precision by stars like Paul Hornung and Jim Taylor. Lombardi also shaped the league culturally. He was a champion for equality, refusing to tolerate racism on his teams during the 1960s, a stance that set him apart in his era. Simply put, Lombardi built the standard for greatness. Every coach since has chased his shadow. And at number 1, we have George Halas, the godfather of the NFL. Coach Halas coached the Chicago Bears from 1920 to 1967. Halas wasn't just a coach, he was a founder, an innovator, and a winner. He coached the Chicago Bears for 40 seasons across 5 decades, racking up 318 career wins, an NFL record until it was broken by Don Shula. Under Halas, the Bears won 8 championships, including a dominant run in the 1940s. His 1940 Bears destroyed Washington 73-0 in the NFL championship, still the largest margin of victory in league history. But Halas's impact went beyond wins. He popularized the T-formation offense, which revolutionized football by introducing motion and balanced line play. This innovation opened the door to the modern passing game and changed the game of football forever. He was also instrumental in building the NFL itself, helping establish the league in 1920, promoting it through television in the 1950s, and turning the Bears into one of its cornerstone franchises. Halas wasn't just a coach. He was a pioneer, a champion, and the man who ensured the NFL would grow into America's game. So there you have it. The top 5 NFL coaches of all time. Bill Walsh, the offensive innovator who birthed the West Coast offense. Paul Brown, the pioneer of modern coaching. Bill Belichick, the mastermind of the Patriots dynasty. Vince Lombardi, the standard-bearer of excellence. George Halas, the godfather of the NFL itself. Each of these coaches not only piled up wins and championships, they changed how the game was played, coached, and even how fans viewed it. Their fingerprints are still on every Sunday snap. But now I want to hear from you. Who's your number 1? Should Belichick be higher? Do Don Shula, Tom Landry, or Chuck Noll deserve a spot in the top 5? Drop your takes in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like if you love NFL history, and subscribe for more deep dives into the legends who shaped the game. Until next time, remember, great players win games, but legendary coaches build dynasties.